Hi Capricorn, this is Kay and you're on the Collective Soul Tarot channel. Welcome to the channel and welcome to your reading. Let's begin. So we're going to start off with an oracle to see what is it that Archangel Michael wants us or needs us to focus on. Okay, I hope you're doing well and please like and subscribe, especially if this video resonates with you. Alright, get excited about getting started here. We have got Dharma. Yay, Dharma. Dharma's the good, you know, it's like we always say karma, but the karma really relates to karmic debt. And you know debt, right? We all know debt, yes, we all know debt. Dharma is Dharma is not a debt, it's you're building, you're collecting good. You've got a whole lot of the opposite of demerits. You've got no demerits against you. You've got the opposite of the demerits as they push the little thing across the one demerit, two demerits, three demerits that you rack up because it's kind of like karma, right? So it's a good thing. Dharma. It's a great foundational energy too, because we got 4 here. Great foundational energy for you. Yay, let's find out from the Lenormand some extra context. The bear. Now this is the white bear, and the bear, 15 is 6. 6 is all about love and family. So the bear is perseveres by pushing through with the intent of purity, you know, doing it for the right reasons, pushing for the right reasons, to protect. They're protecting the young, their cubs. They don't show them here, but that's what it says in the book. They're like a mother bear, you know, the mother bear that you don't want to cross. Yeah, especially a polar bear. It's like one of the most dangerous animal. Is it the most dangerous animal on the planet? Besides the elephant, it's one of the most powerful. But anyways, yeah, it's pure in intent. Pure in intent. Let's just see. The clubs we got for a 10 of clubs, because they do carry a lot of burden. So they have to push forward and persevere. Because they, you know, that's their intention, is to move forward, faithfully, successfully, whatever, but always knowing that they are protected. They are protected. You know, the bear showing up in your reading, Capricorn, says that you're being protected by this bear energy. Okay. We have the Tower. Wow. So talk about karma. Towers come so that you can now pay off your karmic debt and be in Dharma energy now. Let's just say. Okay. And then we have, the King of Cups. Wonderful. Deep love. Deep love. Deep love and the Tower. So this is the King of, excuse me, the King of Cups is generally known to be someone who feels deeply and is emotionally balanced, okay? Feels deeply and emotionally balanced, but not necessarily does not tell people how they feel about something. They just kind of keep that under wraps, keep it to themselves. Sometimes that's good, other times it's like someone needs to know how you feel about them. You deeply care for somebody or you deeply love somebody and you want to have a relationship with somebody, that person, but you're not saying anything. You're not telling them. And you need to tell them. You need to tell them. Yeah, you need to tell them. It's all good. It's all good because the Tower is going to dissolve whatever it is, you know, your energy of why you're not going to say something. And it's going to, because you allow it to happen, right? Capricorn, you allow your way of doing something to be broken down, that you're actually going to be establishing or registering Dharma now. Good energy. good experiences, good events, good circumstances. You're protected, and it's about you just persevering with the right intention. Okay, let's find out from Tarot. Archangel Michael, thank you. What do they need to know more about this really interesting story? We have the Queen of Wands. That talk about someone who pushes through, perseveres in the face of adversity, takes on a challenge. You can't hold this one back. Same with the King of Wands. You can't hold them back. They're going to move forward, and they're going to do battle. And they're always ready for battle. They're always they're on the lookout and protecting the underdog and all that sort of stuff. So they are the type of person who is very, very desirable, has a lot of desire, and likes to take a lot of action towards their desires. Okay? King of Cups, Queen of Wands. Yeah, this one has a lot of love and doesn't tell necessarily how they feel about. And this may be the energy you're being asked to step into, the Queen of Wands, King of Cups, step into as the King of Cups into the Queen of Wands energy. To speak your truth and just go after what it is that you want. Of course, not hurting anyone else just because something you want may not be something that other person wants. But the Ten of Swords is, being stabbed in the back a few too many times. But there will be no more stabbing at this point, because 10, 1, and 0 is 1. That's a new beginning. So 10 is always the end in the tarot. There's no more. You can't get more than 10 of Pentacles, 10 of Cups, or 10 of, what's the other one? Swords, 10 of Swords, 10 of Cups, 10 of Pentacles. Gosh, you think I could think of it. What is the other one? Oh, we'll see. Judgment. So I get brain lock, I get brain lock. 20. Judgment. And then we have the Ace of Pentacles. Okay. Queen of Wands, 10 of Swords, Judgment. Answering the call. Because the divine is bringing you an offer that you can answer to. Like, take. You don't have to. But I'm kind of saying, why wouldn't you? Because whenever the divine's giving you something, it's good. It's good for you, and you're going to be happy with it. And we got the diamonds, the pentacles, the swords, the clubs. That's the one, isn't it? I can see the wands. The wands and the swords. Clubs, wands, pentacles, cups. I'll get it yet, guys. Okay. All right, so Ace of Wands. There's Ace of Wands. Ace of Wands, it's a brand new, it's an offer for a new page, a new beginning that has everything to do with passionate pursuits. Okay, the 10 of Pentacles. We were just talking about the 10, weren't we? We got 10 swords up here and the 10 of Pentacles. You can't get any more than 10 of Pentacles or 10 of Wands. Thank God for that, because who would want 11 Wands on your back? There's a 5 of Wands. That's conflict and chaos, arguments, inner conflict too. 6 of Swords, that's finding a solution. Temperance is balance, healing, and that balance, healing, and I can't keep this up. Healing and angelic presence. Angelic presence. Yeah. Okay, and then the High Priestess, that's possibly a secret being revealed to you, or you're tapped into your intuition about something. There's the 8 of Swords, that's you all wrapped up in your head about something, fearing something, not wanting to see something. With the 9 of Swords, it's just getting worse for you. From the 8 to the 9 of Swords, getting worse. Got the Queen of Swords. Okay, it's about seeking the truth and just speaking the truth. The King of Wands, perfect balance and harmony. Possibly your balanced partner. 7 of Swords, someone's been tricky and sneaky, possibly because they are moving a little slower than they should towards somebody who is the Empress. Interesting. Oh my God, what do we got here, Archangel Michael? Jeez. Jeez Louise, Capricorn. Alright, so Dharma. Good stuff, right? There's no ifs, ands, or buts about that. We don't have to analyze that any further. That's good stuff. It's pure, and you are protected, and you are moving forward in with pure intent, pursuing whatever, with pure intent. You allowed something to end, which is you possibly, the King of Cups, being the type of character who is very emotionally balanced, but kind of choosing to be on your own, or if you're with somebody, holding your feelings back, and that's coming to an end. Is it with the Queen of Wands, or are you the Queen of Wands? Let's have a look. Let's say you're the Queen of Wands. You're the Queen of Wands. You may be feeling stabbed in the back, betrayed, having answered, feeling like the divine is looking down upon you. All right, let's have a look here. The divine is looking down upon you. The Queen of Wands can also be seen especially when they're in their reverse, which I don't generally read reverse unless it comes out. But with the card beside it, with the Ten of Swords, I think that you, King of Cups, have been betrayed by a Queen of Wands because they are somebody who would be seen as the other woman. That you are now being judged, feeling like you're being judged, like the karma is coming to your life because you messed around with the Queen of Wands, Capricorn, let's just say. Messed around with the Queen of Wands and things did not go very well. There was a betrayal, and your Queen of Wands possibly betrayed you by, talking to your significant other. You haven't been judged for your discrepancies, judged for them by the divine. You had to make a decision to let go, let go of how you've been behaving, that was you're not telling somebody the way you feel. All right, let's get some information. Queen of Wands. Archangel Michael, who's the Queen of Wands? Here, can you please tell me, is it Capricorn or someone else? Queen of Wands energy. Who's in the Queen of Wands energy, please? Thank you, because we have a King of Wands over here too. And I want the Queen of Wands, please. The Two of Swords. Somebody who's not making a decision but needs to. Somebody who's not making a decision but needs to. Two of Swords. There is a decision to be made. To move forward in pure intent. Okay. You have been, Archangel Michael, the King of Cups energy is someone who is, emotionally balanced and deeply in love. Deeply in love. Deeply in love. Okay, I got it. Thank you. You are the King of Cups. This other person is someone you brought in and had an affair with. Extramarital or one night stand or whatever it is. But you have not revealed to this Queen of Wands either that you're in a relationship already with someone you deeply love, okay, or B, they know, and you're just not telling them how much you love your person. In other words, I would never leave my person to be with you. Yeah. And so what happens is you refusing to make a decision between being with, to let go of this affair person, to let go of that affair person, and to speak your truth, of course, to the person you're with. All right? Or speaking the truth to her, telling her that, excuse me, that you're in love with your wife, or same sex, whatever, but we'll just go with wife. Well, you're in love with your wife, King of Cups. You could be you could be a woman, Capricorn, in the King of Cups energy, where you're not telling your guy, if you're with a guy in an affair, they could be in the Queen of Wands energy, where they're like the third person, the other woman, the other man. Okay, the other man. The King of Cups, not the other man. Okay, it wouldn't ever be in the other man situation. So this could be this is just energy, feminine or masculine, doesn't mean gender. All right, so you take it how it works for you and your story. All right, but something is crumbling. Something's crumbling. It's either that your relationship with the one that you deeply love, the person that you're with currently, is crumbling because you're just not putting all your focus and energy into that relationship. You're not telling them how you feel about them, that they're the most important thing, that they love you, that they would never leave you, would never leave them, to feel reassured that that the two of you are safe, you're good together. You may not be telling them, and on the side you're having this affair, right? That relationship may be crumbling, or it's that your relationship with this one is crumbling because you haven't been telling them, this one here, that you're with somebody, first of all, that they may not realize that you're not single and available, or that they do know that you're not single and available, but you're not telling them. You're maybe telling them, I love you, but really that's not the truth. You love your person more. You're much more in love with your person that you're cheating on, that you're betraying. So the person who has not been wanting to make a decision, who's the King of Cups, I said. No, I said who's the Queen of Wands. The person that you haven't been making a decision about to get rid of her, to lose her, and stay with the one that you're truly in love with, that's you. You are, get myself straight here. The Queen of Wands is not the Two of Swords. You are the Two of Swords, needing to make a decision about losing this one here. Losing this one, so that you make it right, because you've been collecting karma, and if you make it right, you're going to be on the upswing of the Wheel of Fortune, collecting dharma. All right, persevering with pure intent, telling this person how you really feel about your person, making that decision to do that, okay? Because you're betraying someone. You're betraying both her and your person by not revealing how you truly feel about the person you're with, not them. So then the divine has come in and judged the situation, right? The divine's come in and judged the situation. They've given you an opportunity, because the divine loves us, and they know your heart. You're just being maybe a little bit silly right now, Capricorn, about just staying monogamous, a little bit silly about that. Maybe you're going through a midlife crisis kind of thing. Get your head screwed back on straight, and this could be a cross-watcher's reading too, where of a Capricorn that's doing this, going through. You might be the Queen of Wands watching this, but I'm telling your Capricorn guy to come clean to you about how they feel about their wife or their husband or whoever their partner, long-term partner is. To lose you if you're the cross-watcher, because the divine is saying you've got to do the right thing, and we're giving you the opportunity to make a decision that's going to lead to a whole lot of prosperity and abundance, doing things the right way. You may need to actually relocate in order, if this person lives nearby and they won't leave you alone, you may be being given the opportunity through a job promotion or something that's going to have you and your husband or wife, partner, moving out of the location where you're currently located, right? So that you can leave this person behind, clear title. You may be being asked to actually tell your person that you've been in an affair. And that could be this, being inspired to do the right thing. Inspired and motivated to come clean to the one that you're most committed to, the Ten of Pentacles. Long-term commitment. Because again, it's all about prosperity and abundance. Prosperity and abundance shows up in all kinds of ways, not just financial. It shows up in the abundance of love. The abundance of love that you feel, that you're getting, you're collecting from someone else. And respect, okay? Otherwise, you're sabotaging your efforts moving forward and finding a solution. You're going to be sabotaging with, you're going to be interconflicted and possibly be arguing with like I said, because I thought first that was swords, but it's the wands. So, as I said before, you two may not be, you and your person that you deeply love, Capricorn, may not be on the same page right now, having arguments, and because you aren't coming clean to her or him about how you feel, how you truly feel about them, that you would never want to be without them, that you can't imagine yourself living life without them in it. Telling that person how much they really mean to you, and that in fact you mean so much to me that I'm going to, and I hope you can forgive me, but I'm going to, because it's when they're going to find out that you've been seeing somebody on the side, that I'm going to go to counseling about why I sought an extramarital affair, or something, right? You come up with it. But it's like you two are in chaos and conflict because she doesn't understand why she gets so little attention from you. Or the attention she does get is something that's not really admirable or endearing attention, because you got someone else that you can, reciprocate back and forth with, because it's just an affair after all, right? This about finding a solution with this one here, you and this one, and you and this one. And I keep saying this is your person just because the King of Cups is on the card, is actually clarifying the Tower. So I think that this is going to crumble and fall down, as this is also going to, this is what's is not meant to last. This one isn't, and it's going to crumble, and you're going to be left with nothing, no one, if you don't speak up and tell this person how you really feel about your wife or husband, and you don't tell your wife or husband how you really feel about them, and that you were asking for their forgiveness. This will be bringing in peace of mind, balance, and healing in your relationship. Allowing things to be revealed. This is that secret that you are going to be, that someone's going to be, it's going to be, you're going to be revealing what it is that you know that the other person doesn't know. Right? That's revealing something. That inner knowing says, I got to tell this person how I feel about my person, and I got to tell my person how I feel about my person. That's the secret that you've been keeping, that it's time for you to speak up, because Dharma is on your side. But until Dharma is able to show up, for you to be on the right turn of the this going forward motion of the Wheel of Fortune, you're going to be having all sorts of thoughts of what if I can't, oh my God, this is just like driving me crazy. I don't know what to do. I don't know how to do it. I don't know when to do it. Should I do it now? But if I do it now, should I wait till after? Blah blah blah. You're all wrapped up in your mind. That these your mind is just going nutty in your head, and it's making you lose sleep at night. Even during the day, this is what you're like. at night you take it to bed with you. Isn't that right? You're worried and concerned about all that you've created as a result of having an affair with somebody. Really, what it boils down to is that you haven't been sharing how much you love, deeply love and admire and adore your person you're with, so that they, because when we become what it is we want to receive, when we become that and give it, we get it back, you see. And so if you were to tell your person, in all different kinds of ways, it doesn't have to be with words, but you're telling them how much you just enjoy the fact that they're in your life, even though you have 6 kids already with them, and y'all are like 50 and older, whatever. The libido's not as important anymore. Let's just say it's that. And you want to reassure, because everybody needs reassurance. You want to reassure your person how much you're just so happy that you're having a 33rd wedding anniversary with them, and you hope for many more 33rds, right? And so, because you're not letting your person know how reassuring them that you're still very much in love with them. Because it's not like when you're first together, where every day you show up with a box of candy and some flowers, and you go down on your knee and you say, I adore you, I want to be married to you, I just want to spend the rest of my life with you, I want to have kids with you, blah, 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 blah. We're not doing that anymore at this, later on in the game. So you've got to maybe reassure your person, Capricorn, how much you love them, because while they're not feeling so assured that you truly do only care for them and not someone else, maybe they feel like you're having an affair. But if they're not feeling that way, they're closing their heart down because they're protecting it. Like they got their arms crossed, standing there, protecting their heart and their solar plexus area, where we feel it. And they're saying, I don't believe you, or I don't trust you, or then therefore they're not going to be like showing you and telling you in all these different ways how much they're so happy they're with you, and that I'm so glad we're having our 33rd wedding anniversary. I just want to have so many more wedding anniversaries with you. I can't imagine being with anyone else. You're the light of my life. You're the only one for me, and you're just the perfect mother or father of the kids, and you're the wife or the husband that I want to be married to for the rest of my life. I know I need to tell you these things. I just want to tell you these things. So if the two of you aren't communicating like that, and Sagittarius reading is all about effective communication for the most part. So you might be interested in listening to that. But in any case, if you're not doing it, they're not going to reciprocate it, because they're not going to feel safe enough to do it. They're going to have their arms crossed. All right, protecting themselves. All right, just so you know. So that is like making you feel like, oh my God, I've done this, I've done that, I'm that, I'm this and that, and I am, if I tell my person, they're going to want to leave me, and that's going to destroy me, and now you're taking it to bed with you, all these worries and concerns. So then the energy is saying, look, King of Cups, it's time for you to step into your Queen of Swords energy and just do it. Speak it. Speak it. Come out with the truth to this one here. For the most part, it's this one. To speak it. Raise your sword of truth and say, I love my wife, husband. I love my wife or husband, whatever. And I don't love you. I may have told you I loved you, and that was really wrong of me to do that, but I don't. I love my person. I've come to realize it's them I love. That's what you got to do. You got to raise your sword of truth and seek the truth, but speak it. Speak the truth. Queen of Swords. King of Wands is you got to take you got to do it. You got to step into that energy of taking charge and taking control of the situation that you're finding yourself in here, so that you can put to bed, finally, the chaos and conflict between you and your person, and between whatever expectations your Queen of Wands has got. Okay, because your Queen of Wands, she's going to expect you to devise a plan, become strategic, devise a plan to steal away. Okay, to steal away like a Knight of Pentacles, to charge in and sweep her off your feet and make her your Empress. Or, I would say more so, that just came to me. So it's very possible for some of you it could be that she wants you to just steal away from your wife and just being spontaneous, impulsive, with a whole lot of like romantic fun. Steal me away. Let's go riding off into the sunset and make me your Empress, which is wife, right? Not just what do you call it? Third person, the other woman. There, that's what I was thinking. Or, yeah, that's what it is. No, there's no or here. There's no or here. This is if you don't, well, yeah, there is an or. If you don't take charge, the Archangel Michael says, if you don't take charge and control as the King of Wands, your wife, the Empress, okay, is going to see you as somebody who is having an affair, being strategic, and betraying her. Okay, Seven of Swords. You're being sneaking around, being deceptive, you're lying to her. And that you are actually having an affair with someone with the Knight of Wands, or a Knight of Pentacles. Oh my God, it's a Knight of Pentacles, it's not the Knight of Wands. Why am I not seeing the cards correctly? Got something else on my mind, obviously. I don't know, sorry guys. Knight of Pentacles. Okay, so then it comes down to, you've got to take charge, take control, to tell this one the truth. And to tell this one the truth, because she's getting an inkling feeling that you've been lying to her, that you're being deceptive. She doesn't feel like she can trust you. She or he, pardon me, she or he is the Tower. Doesn't feel like they can trust you, and they're having questions about that. And all they see is that you're just like plodding along, just biding your time. Biding your time, King of Wands, because you're supposed to be in the King of Wands. King of Wands moves fast, okay? Take charge, take control. That's what the Divine is giving you the opportunity to do, okay? Take charge, take control. It's King of Wands. And no longer be standing in the energy of sneaking off to be with somebody else, okay? Being deceptive and lying, because your person that you truly love is beginning to think that's what you're doing, and that you're just moving along slowly, biding your time, and just refusing to make a decision, right? Refusing to make a decision about this, what the Divine sees about that, because your Queen of Wands is the person that she wants to be. She wants to be your wife. She wants to be your number one, your priority. But you have a wife who wants to be your number one priority. So if you continue to move too slowly on this and not get on your horse and gallop, okay, the King of Wands, you may be looking at this one wanting to be because she doesn't see you as, she thinks you love her. She thinks you love her, that you don't love your person. That's why you're having an affair with her. So she wants you to make her your Empress. But also, if you move too slowly, your Empress is going to have some questions, right? Questions that you're going to find difficult to answer if you don't do this. But I think really, Capricorn, that might be for one or two of you about your Empress, your wife, having questions. I think this is more like having to do with you doing this too slow and not taking charge of the situation with your Queen of Wands. She's going to see you moving, not doing anything. You're not doing anything. You're really not doing anything to make the decision to cut her out of your life. Not that she's thinking about that. She might be now if you're a cross-watcher watching it. But if you're just plodding along and not really doing anything, she's going to think that you really do love her and that you want her to be your wife. Okay? That's what I feel it's most like. So guys, you've got decision to make, and it's all about starting to build dharma, to collect dharma instead of karma, because that's the theme of the reading, is about you doing what's right, making a decision to speak your truth, take the action, and stop, sneaking around. Stop sneaking around, stop moving like a turtle, and make sure that your wife knows how you truly feel about her. But more importantly, at this point, to begin with, you need to tell this one how you really truly feel about your wife or husband. Well, this would be a wife. If it was the Empress, it's the wife. It's not like the evolved Empress where it's just feminine energy. I'm speaking about this as being an actual wife. So we're talking to a male, unless you're in the same-sex relationship. So we're talking to a male Capricorn who's got a wife that you deeply love, and you're on the outs with them, just because she's feeling like you're not reassuring how much you putting your energy in to trying to get together with this one here, the Queen of Wands, the other woman. Okay, all right, guys. I hope this was helpful to you. Please check in with your higher self and just do what you feel is the right thing to do with pure intention. Okay, bye for now.